All right. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for hopping on the Monday Night Dream Team Zoom. As you can tell, I am not Tammy Battaglia, but she is enjoying herself with her family and asked me to hop on tonight. And I was super excited because it's been a while since I have actually been in the Dream Team and hosted a Zoom. So super excited tonight, and I'm especially excited about the topic that we are going to be talking about, and that is grabbing 2022 by the horns, and that's exactly what we're going to do. I know that it's kind of cliche when everybody talks about, new year, new me, new goals, all of the things, but you guys, it's true. But we don't have to wait until January 1st to make that happen. Okay, we can start doing that today. I think it was Olivia who posted one night, what does January 1st have that today doesn't? And I was like, ooh, that was good. Like that really hit me. And I was like, that's very true. But we only have just a few more days until that January 1. So I've kind of talked about this in previous Zooms, like with my team and Samantha's team, Dream Catchers. And I have really done a lot of reflecting over the last couple of months of this year. And I made a post today and was like trying to talk to people about the good things that have happened to them in their life in 2021. Because I think it's important that we end this year on a positive note. Let's talk about the things that we accomplished and things that we are proud of instead of the things that we didn't. Because, I mean, let's face it, we can't change it now. If there's something that we wanted to do and we didn't get it done, then we just didn't get it done, right? I mean, there's nothing we're running out of time for this year, and it's okay. Life happens. I know that 2021 was a hard year for a lot of people. It may be better coming out the other half of it here, but we can't dwell on things that we can't change. But excuse me, I'm not sick, by the way, for those of you that are joining late. I took a drink right before this started, and now I've got a tickle in my throat. But yes, let's not dwell on things that we can't change, but we can look back and we can reflect on things that we wish we would have done differently. So think of a certain scenario within your business. If there's something that you wish you would have done differently, that you feel that may have been different for your business. If you would have done more of XYZ and less of ABC, just some things that maybe you thought were going to be great and they just didn't work out, and things that you didn't think were worked out that went well for you. So I think it's really important to reflect that, on your year, things that you can do. Because if we look back on things that we didn't do the way that we wanted to, we can be better about it next year, right? We can start figuring out a way to do what we wanted to do better. So I just encourage you over these last few days to take some time and reflect on what didn't go the way that I wanted it to this year, and what do I want to do better, and how can I do it better. I know for me, like just personally, and I'm sure I can probably speak for everybody, we always want to be growing. We always want to be growing our teams. And I know it's hard where we get into these, streaks of things are going really well and then we sink, and then things go really well and then we sink. And I struggled with that a lot this year. I felt like the first half of the year, my business was going pretty great. Like I was pretty steady and I was maintaining things. And then all of a sudden we took a huge nosedive. And that did a lot for my confidence. It did a lot for my mindset. It was hard to stay, in that positive mindset when you're constantly worrying about what's going on. Hello, Samantha. I don't know. It's not letting me mute people when they come in. So you guys may have to mute yourself. Let me look here. Give me a second. I don't know if there's a way I can do that, but it's okay. Okay, there we go. All right. So Sam, I was just kind of telling everybody we are kind of looking back on reflecting over, what 2021 was, and, things that we can do differently to, things that we wanted to change and things that we can do differently in our businesses in 2022 that maybe didn't work so well for us. Oh yeah, I forgot to open the chat. Sandra says, how did you pull yourself out for those months that were hard? Sandra, the only thing that I think that any of us can do in these hard months is we have to just keep remembering why we started. We have to, look back, and we have to remove everybody else from the equation. Because I listened to a Zoom a couple weeks ago, and it was with Sabrina Four. I don't know if you guys are familiar with her or know who she is, but she is in Courtney Glazer's downline, and she did a Zoom. And I wish I would have heard this Zoom 6 months ago, because it literally stopped me dead in my tracks, because she talked about how when things aren't going our way, or when things are going, our business is not, skyrocketing like we want it to, where people leave, and you're constantly in that rebuilding stage, that's a them problem. That's not a you problem. You can't make people stay. You can't make people come. But when they're here, all we can do is our best to show them what this community is, what this company is, and it's up to them on how they perceive that, how they take that, what they want to do with this, because I know we put the blame on ourselves. We put the blame on ourselves because we start questioning, what did I do wrong? Did I say something to them to make them want to leave? Did I hurt somebody's feelings? Did I offend somebody? We immediately go and place the blame on ourselves, but that's not us, you guys, that's them. They have to want this business for the right reasons and for their own personal reasons. We can't make that decision for them. So in those times where it was rough, it's still rough. I feel like, I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't maintained 12K in the last 2 months because the holidays, like, I know it's hard right now. So, I mean, I literally have had to remember why I started, and to know that this is our planting season. We are in the planting season. We can't always be winning. I wish it were that easy. I wish everybody was, but there has to be a time where we have to pull the reins. Well, we don't pull the reins, but the reins pull on us. And, you're still showing up every day. You're still remembering what this product has done for you. You remember your story, and you just keep thriving. That's all you can do, is keep thriving, and people are going to know that you're being consistent. Truth. And the ones that leave weren't meant to be here. Yep, absolutely. And her name was Sabrina Four. It's Fore. I'll share the link to the Zoom. It's on YouTube, in the comments of the Zoom when we get the recording up later tonight. But yeah, I mean, I wish that it were all butterflies and rainbows all the time here, but it's the hard reality that it's not. But we have the opportunity to change that every single day. And 2022 is going to be that opportunity for us. Like I said, I know you, Sandra talked about vision boards on the last Zoom that she did here. Vision boards are huge, you guys, huge. They really propelled my business. And when I say they propelled my business, they shifted my mindset that helped me. And when I shifted that mindset, that's what propelled my business. So if you don't have a vision board, I don't care if it's a freaking Post-it note that you have in your bedroom, bathroom, on your desk at work. Put your goals and your visions in front of you. And that's the only thing that I can say, is seeing those goals and those visions on repeat every single day. I'll tell you a little story here about when I first joined this business, because Samantha can speak for me when I say this, is that I had no goals. I had no dreams. I had no visions. It was literally just trying to make it through to the next day. That is how I was living life. I was surviving. I definitely was not thriving. And the first thing that she told me to do, she said, I'm going to give you a homework assignment. And she said, I want you to watch The Secret. It's on Netflix and it's called The Secret. And she said, I want you to go watch it. It's about the law of attraction. And I was like, I don't believe in that crap, Sam. Like, that's not real. Like, have you looked at my life the last 2 years? Like, come on, that's not real. And so, but I was like, she's obviously doing a lot better in her life than what I'm doing. So I'm going to take her advice. She's obviously got something figured out. And so I went home and I started watching that. And it took me a minute to get into it. I'm not going to lie, because I was like, what in the world has she got me watching? But after, I would probably say 30 minutes or so of watching it, it was like my jaw just dropped. Like, I just couldn't like stop thinking about what was happening. And the second that was over, I got in my car, I drove to Walmart, I bought a piece of poster board and a permanent marker. And on one side of my vision board, I wrote affirmations. And then on the other side of that board, I wrote goals. And you guys, I don't know what it is. It was the law of attraction. They weren't lying. Sam wasn't lying. That I started seeing those things come to life. And I was like, okay, you mean to tell me a permanent marker and a poster board changed everything? But it was the mindset, you guys. I believed in what these people were saying. And I know one of the examples in that show was, you know how when you wake up late and you're already going to be late for work and you're driving, you're angry anyways, and you're just rushing and you're speeding. And then the next thing you know, like you're getting pulled over, you're getting a speeding ticket, like all of these things domino effect. You still get to work late, you're in a bad mood, like you just have the worst day. And it's all because of how we started that morning, how we started our routine. We woke up pissed off, we woke up late, and it just domino affected into the rest of the day. So when you have the Thrive experience like we do, and we start our day out on a good foot, thankfully, our days tend to go a little bit better. But we are still human. Life still happens to all of us. But it's all in how we perceive it. So if you are limiting yourself because you don't think that you're capable of achieving something, you're never going to. You're placing that domino effect out in the middle of your road from the beginning because you're starting with that negative mindset. So if you are waking up and you're seeing that vision, you're seeing that goal, you're seeing that dream, and it's all that you think about throughout your day, you are putting it out to the universe, and whatever universe you want to believe, for that good thing to come to you. I believe in good vibes, right? I don't know if you guys believe in good vibes, but I do. Like, I know I can be in a room and I can tell when people are grumpy, or I can tell when somebody has an attitude, and I'm like, ew, I don't have the energy for that. But when I'm in a room full of thrivers and I'm surrounded by thrivers, that's a totally different vibe. That's a totally different energy, right? Like, we all feel good. We're happy. Like, it's just a thing. So Sam said, read the book instead. I watched it after I read it. Okay, I have not read the book, but I probably could use a refresher, for sure. But, and also to end that story, I got my poster board, I got my permanent marker. And then when Mike came home, I made him sit down and I watched it with him. I watched it again and I made him watch it for the first time because it just totally spoke to me. And so I challenge you guys, watch that or read that book to kick off your new year. And you need to remember that old keys can't open new doors. Old keys cannot open new doors. So whatever habits, whatever things that didn't go your way, throw it away. Because we've got to figure out a way to get a different key to open that door. And you know what? Sometimes some doors just aren't meant to be open. You just have to walk past that door and you're going to have to go down to the next one. But every single one of us is capable of achieving any and everything that we want this year. Where are you going to be on December 27th, 2022? Are you going to be in the same position, the same mindset that you are right now? Or are you going to be a totally different person? You guys, your life can change in a year. It can change in 6 months. It can change in 3 months. Like, so many things can happen. But if you want good things to happen and you want to achieve your goals, you're going to have to work for it. That's just all there is to it. If it was easy and it came to us all at the, with the snap of a fingers, we all would be doing it. But good things come to those who work hard and are patient. And I know it's hard to watch people come in here, especially in this industry, and you see them go 12K in 20 days and you're like, what the hell are they doing that I'm not doing, or whatever. It's not you. It's just not, it's not the time right now. There's something else that you are working on instead. God is working on a different part of your life. Because I remember being so frustrated that it took me 5 years to hit 12K. 5 years. But on that 5-year day that I hit it, was I mad? No. I was so happy that my hard work paid off. I had been putting that out there for 5 years that I wanted this to happen. But other things in my life took precedence. Like, Jesus was telling me, hey, we'll get to that auto bonus in a little bit, but we got some other things we need to work on first. And I'm constantly in the rebuilding. I think we all are. It's hard to keep your team constantly growing. I know it's hard to keep your customers sometimes, like I said, it's them, you guys. It's not us. We're here, we're doing the work, we're showing them the way, and it's up to them on what they want to do with the information that we're giving them. We know what we have is bomb. We know that our company is like none other out there. And we're just going to keep showing up every freaking day until all of those people that are telling us no eventually say yes. Right? I don't know how much time we have left, if this is like unlimited minutes or not. I don't think it doesn't tell me what the clock is up to, but I just kind of wanted to just share that with you guys, that we have the opportunity to make a difference. Sorry, I got distracted by the chat. I did not connect with a customer who is coming back. Oh, my scroll went crazy. I did connect with a customer who is coming back. She has missed it and realizes what she's been missing. That's awesome. And sometimes people do that. Like, and I feel like, especially right now in this time of year, like Thanksgiving, everybody starts Black Friday shopping, Christmas, they stop. They don't make themselves the priority. But when they stop, they do realize, holy crap, maybe that was doing something for me. Maybe I did, that was working and I didn't think it was. So that's awesome. But yeah, we all have the opportunity to make our year better than it was this year. So don't dwell on things that didn't happen. If you have goals that you didn't check off, move them onto your new vision board. I've had goals follow me for 3 years that have never been checked off, but I'm going to keep fighting for them. You guys, this is your life. Yeah, look at your board, Sonia. Yeah, this is your life, you guys. Like, what do you want? Think about that. Like, where do you see yourself on December 27th of 2022? What do you want to be different? And how are you going to get there? What are you going to do to get there? Any questions? Anybody have anything they want to say or whatnot?
I just love the reminders because we beat ourselves over the head with what we may have had happen, but maybe not. But I loved that old keys kind of open new doors. I loved that. I'm going to go watch this Sabrina girl before I go to bed. And I've tried listening to The Secret and I'm like, okay, I don't know where they got this chick's voice that reads it.
Yeah.
So
well, make sure you have your tissues ready when you watch the Sabrina video, just to let you guys know.
Okay.
I don't know if I can pull it up here just to show you what it's Sabrina and Christina, I believe is it. But like I said, I'll post the link here so you guys can see it. Sam, I see your face. Are you wanting to talk with me?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that was awesome. And my favorite is at the end where you're just like, this is your life.
Right.
You're here, you're on the Zoom, you're watching this or you're watching the replay. Like, what do you want?
Exactly.
Because you're not going to get it if you don't know what it is.
Amen, sister. I mean, like,
I'm going to go back to making cheeseburgers, but TJ says he wants tequila as his goal.
You want tequila? Okay.
That's what he wants this time next year is lots of tequila.
Well, you can make that happen, TJ. I am certain of it. But yeah, I mean, Sam's right. And like, I don't know how else to say, like, your life is important. Okay. The things that you want out of your life is important. And it's okay to ask for things that you want. It's okay to have things that you want. I know so many of us, even as thrivers, still tend to put ourselves on the back burner because you may be taking care of, family or, whatever. Maybe your job is draining you. I don't know. Been there, done that too. But I can personally say it's the comfort zone also. And I know we've talked about this before, but if you stay in one place, how are you going to grow? I was literally having a conversation with a friend yesterday who is contemplating on starting his own business because of the medical issues that are going on within these companies. He was talking about starting his own business, but he's so scared. And I said, well, what are you afraid of? He's like, I'm afraid that I won't succeed. I'm afraid that I will fail. I said, I can understand that you would be afraid of that, but you will never know if you don't try. At least you can say that you tried, right? He already has all the resources, the connections, he has everything. It's him that's holding himself back. And I told him, when I quit my job of 11 years, 6 months ago, do you not think that I was not scared to death? I was comfortable at that job. I knew I was getting a paycheck every 2 weeks. I didn't have to leave there, but I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't growing. I was topped out where I was. And was I going to be there for the next 10 years making the money that I'm making in a position that I hate? But I took the leap of faith. It scared the bejesus out of me. And I am so glad that I took that jump, because in the last 6 months that I've taken that job, you guys that know me can tell just through social media the things that have happened in my life. And those things probably never would have happened if I wouldn't have made that decision. So what decision are you going to make in 2022 to get yourself to where you want to go? Am I in your head, Lisa? Yes, ma'am. So Sonia says you have nothing. You have new flooring and a savings account where you wanted it. Yes. I mean, if you guys would have told me, what'd you say, Sonia? Well, you can unmute. You're still muted. Hold on. There you go.
I said that's what Sandra said about me.
Oh,
Yeah, I had got my new flooring last year in the house all inside painted. That was
Oh, yeah.
the vision board dreams last year. And I'm setting
Awesome.
up my table, my
Yeah,
high
and
top
you know,
table that I wanted.
and I will say to you guys, there is no dream or goal that's too small. I think sometimes that people think if they don't have some astronomical goal that it's not worth anything. I mean, new flooring and a savings account where you want it, that's huge. Oh gosh. I don't know what just happened to my screen. Sorry. But yeah, that's huge. I mean, just new flooring is expensive, you know, and getting a savings account where you want it is really hard work. So be proud of that, Sonia. Like, no goal is too small or nothing to not be proud of. So I love that you guys are setting these goals for yourself and that you're achieving them. And isn't it such an amazing feeling when you do achieve them? Like, doesn't it give you that confidence to keep going? Like, I checked that off. All right, bam, let's go to the next one. Like, keep that feeling going constantly and keep reminding yourself, I did that. I made that happen. I'm proud of myself. And as you're looking at those goals and that vision board every single day, that can be your reminder that I've done that, I can do this. And I know a lot of people have made a done it board. I have not done that in a long time, but maybe that's something that we can, you know, put next to your vision board, is write down the things that you have accomplished so you can remind yourself that I am capable of doing these things. I know I can do these things because right here, I'm showed myself that I did it and it's crossed off. So I hope that this resonated with you guys tonight, that you guys are inspired, that you're fired up, that you're ready to go into 2022, thinking differently, not worrying about things that we can't change, and start focusing on things that we can do better, that we can just implement little by little. We have 365 days coming for a fresh start, and every single day we have the opportunity to start over, right? Okay. All right. Well, I will get this recording up, and I will share that YouTube link for anybody that wants to watch that Zoom. And with that, I will see you guys next year. Bye.